Hey guys and girls, welcome to this week's edition of Antlers, watching the deer antlers grow. Just watching deer antlers. They're not growing this time of the year, everybody knows that. But just watching the deer antlers, and it's just fun to do. I mean, it's just fun to do. Many of you, this is kind of your favorite thing to watch on our channels anyway, and maybe some of your favorite things to watch on YouTube, because we do get to look at a lot of bucks. And not a lot of people, even fishermen, even hunters that, most hunters are fishermen, but even hunters that hunt quite a bit, that bow hunt, that see a lot of deer, they don't really get to see all that many bucks. You know, I deer hunt, have deer hunted since I was 16 years old, and I go out now and sit in the stand probably and just look at them more than I do anything else. But even when you're out there, you don't get to see too many antlers. You don't get to see too many deer with them big old racks on them. So this is one of the most exciting things for me to get to do all week, is to share antlers here on Twin Eagle Ranch with you. And we've got quite a few deer running around that come to the house, this, that, and the other. Some of them come here just about every single day, pretty much every day. Others show up occasionally, and some show up every now and then and don't ever show up again. We got a couple thousand acres here, so they've got a lot of land to roam around on. But then we've got our deer that we've got in our enclosures, and we got some really nice bucks there. Prince Charming, we'll look at Prince Charming. We'll look at Forrest, who, I got to tell you guys, this guy, he's gone stark raving mad girl crazy. He's like a 17-year-old turned loose at a Girl Scout camp or something. I don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you, he's like he's just chasing every girl around. I think, you know, it's amazing. And of course, we've got quite a few deer running around in the outside. So we're going to take a look at what we can. I've been gone a couple of days this week, so I haven't been able. And the deer around the house have been kind of sporadic. Sometimes there's no deer at all around the house, and other times there's a couple bucks, or maybe 3 or 4 or 5 bucks. But it's not really nearly as many as we normally have. But I took Chris to the doctor. Nothing serious. Chris is just fine. Schedule visits. One of them when she gets Botox shots. Now, y'all hear Botox and you think she might be getting them in her face to make her prettier. She's beautiful as it is. But she's getting them in her arm and in her leg, and they're for elasticity. There's another word there that's about like elasticity that I don't really know what it is. But it allows her, you know, keep her fingers where she can straighten them out good, because she keeps her hand up like this a lot, keeps her straightening out, and also makes her leg more flexible and keeps it, you know, more elastic to her tendons and everything. And so she gets those shots about once every 3 months, 12 weeks, something like that. And then she got her regular checkups. The good thing on her regular checkups with her regular doctor over in Ada, really, really super lady, and is that she was seeing her every 4 months, and she moved that to every 6 months. So she's done much better. But anyway, so we were gone a couple days this week, and so we haven't been able to get quite as much video as normal of just the deer on the outside. But I think it's going to be fun anyway. So let's take a look at some of the deer on the Eagle that's got antlers. Right now we have deer coming and going every day, so we better take a good look at the antlers while we have a chance. The good thing about that little guy right there, that's his second horns. And but golly, you look at them. I mean, he's a beautiful 10 or 11, 12 point. Got some little stuff out there. It's a nice, big, beautiful deer. He's going to be a dandy, no doubt about it. Of course, the other one is a little lucky number 13. He's actually, if you get to really looking close, you'll see that he's an 8 point, and that's his very first horns. So that's looking at a difference right there between a first year deer's horns and a second year deer horns. You can see there's quite a bit of difference. And the little guy next year, there's no telling what he might be. I mean, he could be 10 or 12 points, and he certainly probably will be 10 for sure. But he just, you can see the difference in size also. You notice the difference in size. They're just like boys and girls. As they get a year older, they get bigger. And, of course, a deer don't live anywhere near as long as people, so they change dramatically sometimes from year to year. But that's a couple little bucks that are here just about all the time. We've had 6 or 7 bucks out here a minute ago, and I didn't come out and do anything. It's pretty windy. No, we got some wind noise, but I thought we'd look at them anyhow. Antlers, yeah.
Take a look at this guy right here. Now, he's hard to see behind those shrubs and behind those ropes, but I kind of think that might be Fat Boy. I'm not sure, but it's a big old fat deer. And he is working on that rye big time. Overseeded my yard with rye. Well, I should have done the front yard also, but didn't. But because we got a lot of rye, that's what's growing. Everything else is dead right now. The front yard looks kind of, a little clover still out there, but that's about it. The Bermuda grass is all gone. This is rye that you see out there, and you see quite a bit of it. And he is working on that rye. Now, I'm going through the window right here. So I'm in the house, and he can't really hear me very well. I know he can hear me a little bit. I'm talking pretty loudly, but he will not look up. Look at the window. There he's going to look up. Isn't he pretty? Isn't he pretty? I think that might be Fat Boy. Fat Boy didn't have a real wide rack. Not totally positive. And that, he says, I don't know what that was. I'm going back to the rye field. That's beautiful right there, isn't it? That is beautiful. It's not. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful deer that is. What a beautiful deer that is. I believe that is Fat Boy's 8-point. I don't know, Fat Boy may. It's nice though, very, very nice. He says, I think I'll get back to eating some of this rye, helping Jimmy clean this rye up. What a great way to start the day. The old Fat Boy there. You are a pretty boy, I guarantee you that for sure. Back to munching. Taking a glance out the feeder this morning, I see a handsome little bunch of bucks out there. I think I see 4, but I believe there's 5 out there. Look at Fat Boy. Will you look at Fat Boy? I'm not sure if that is Fat Boy or Fat Boy's son. I think Fat Boy that I named the other day might even be fatter than him. But that is awfully pretty out there this morning. And I thought I saw 5. There may be one behind that tree that I'm not really getting a good look at. But that is pretty. That's looking at some antlers close. I haven't showered yet, or I'd be out there looking at them, but that's some, and now we don't even see Fat Boy. He might have ran off. Patchy's out there blowing leaves this morning. I've been drinking coffee in bed with Chris. I better get in the shower, get my day running. Well, we again will get to see TC on the Antlers video. Pretty guys right there. TC was right here, but he's a little wild. Not real wild. You see him standing right there, but he did walk away from me. And just when I was going to take a look at his antlers, you can see how big he is. He has lost some weight during the rut, no doubt about that. But you can take a look at TC. We get a really nice, good close-up look at his antlers. We saw him on last week's video from a deer stand. And we saw him out actually get off the property, go across a low fence. It goes onto my neighbor's land. And how about you, little guy? Make your horns look big. Yeah, he's actually got at least 8 there. It might even be 9. He's going to be a 10 or 12 next year. But there's TC off out there. We've come up here eating a little breakfast. Haven't seen Fat Boy this morning, but Fat Boy's starting to come around a little bit as well. TC is back behind the tree there. TC, stick your head out here. There you go, buddy. Thank you. We just want to take a look at you. Big, big, beautiful buck. Yes, he is. You're a pretty boy, TC. He's still pretty doggone big and fat, even though he's lost some weight. You're looking good, pal. Okay, TC has given me another look out there. So we'll just take a little look at him before we look at some other antlers. There's some other antlers in the background way out there. See those way out there, guys? Yep, those are antlers. But there's TC eating on the ryegrass. I guess I'm just kind of showing off TC, but bragging on my ryegrass at the same time. Here we are in December, and Jimmy's got beautiful green yard.
Ryegrass, beautiful green. Look at everything else behind it, how dead it is. I wish I'd seeded the front yard too. Ryegrass is about $100 a sack, 80, 90 bucks, something like that. But you can see, and I did it for the deer. I really didn't do it for the green, but what a bonus. What a tremendous bonus we've got. And you know, it's just not that. All the grass is like that. Look at that. Look at that. Back away from that. You can see I got a lot of green. A lot of green. Look at all that green. Look at all that green. Isn't that nice? It's really heavy out there where he's eating. And not only is it beautiful green, but we keep the deer around the house a little bit more. And they are safer around the house. Yeah, that's 2 bucks way on out there behind him too. A little treat with Antlers. I was worried about you, big boy. He's carried that doggone velvet around on his horns. I guess it'll be on there when he loses them come another couple months. That's a pretty shot right there, isn't it? Just about make a picture. Let's visit with Whitey a little bit. I've just got natural sound running here. It's pretty calm. I've got some carrots. I'm gonna throw some carrots out and see if I can get him to come up a little bit closer. We've been giving him some shots, so he's not really doesn't like to get around too close to us right now. We've taken some of the girls away from Whitey. You can see he's still not walking really good. I think he's lost a little bit of weight. Not a lot of weight, but he has lost some weight. And he's just not, he's gonna pee naturally. Take a picture of a deer, they'll pee every single time, won't they? I'm gonna get this kind of private here so he won't have to watch that. Isn't that something? But he's just not doing as well as he should. We've been doctoring him, and he's got really, well, he doesn't like to get around us too much because of that. I'm not going to go in the pens because we are still full in the rut, and we don't know if he's rutting or not. We've actually moved all but 2 does out into the back pen back there with Forrest, and so Forrest is really, I don't know if Whitey has bred any deer or not. We just don't really know. We just don't really know. But you can take a look at him there and see that he's just absolutely gorgeous still. But the cyst that was there on the front is gone. Somebody told me he looked like he had an arrow or a stick sticking out the front of his chest. We've not been able to see that at all. I don't know exactly there, but he you know, he just not been right for a while. He's just not been right. Look at this big old doe come up here eating my carrots that I throwed in there. And she's just really pretty. Golly, is she pretty. I hope that you're a bred girl, because you're just a big, beautiful girl. You can see how big and fat she is. And she's scarfing those carrots up. And I was kind of hoping that Whitey would come over here a little bit closer so we could get a look at him. But he doesn't, he's not doing it. And I don't know if he is or not. You know, he just, but like I said, you know, we have been giving him some shots. So he's a little bit, I'll throw something way over there to him and see if maybe he'll pay a little bit of attention to him. He just doesn't want to get around too close because he's afraid we're going to give him a shot. And the shots don't hurt much, but they hurt a little bit. and they don't like it, you know, just like we don't like to take shots either. But you can look at him and see that he's still doing fine. We kept him alive through all this sickness and illness, and he's been sick now for a month or so. And again, you look at the hocks on the back of his legs, they're not dark colored. So we don't really know if he's been involved in the rut or not. We've not seen him. He's wet right now because we've had some rain and stuff, but we've not seen him too involved with the does at all. I don't like what he's doing right now. He's chewing a lot. And we don't like that because that's usually blue tongue when they're doing that. But we just don't think, we're not sure if he had blue tongue and we've cured him of that and he's got some residual, or we just don't know. But he's just not the same deer as he has been. He's just not feeling well. And we have been doctoring him and keeping him alive, and we've helped him a lot. There's absolutely no doubt about it. But he's still just not quite right, and we know that. And y'all have mentioned that a lot, but there's just, I don't know a whole lot we can do. It's not like you can, you can put him to sleep and do a lot of examination, take blood samples and stuff like that. But once you put them to sleep, you may never get them back. And that certainly happens unless you really know what you're doing. And I've done that a lot. So we're really hesitant to try to do that. They kill an awful lot of nice deer throughout the year, putting them asleep and never bringing them back. So we really don't want to do that, and we might not be able to determine much of anything anyway when we did that. But I don't like all that chewing he's doing, because that's a lot of times that's a sign they've got some blue tongue, and he's not really come for any of the carrots at all. Those two does in there will obviously eat those carrots. I thought I'd throw some up there by him, that I know he sees them hitting the ground. I know he can smell them also. I thought he might come and get some, but he hasn't so far. So I don't know. We are very concerned. We are very concerned about Whitey. Forrest, come here, buddy. Come here, Forrest. Come here, buddy. Come here. My man Forrest. My man Forrest. How you doing, pal? How you doing? Oh, hey, I got carrots. Forrest, I have carrots. He said, I have does. Forrest, come here. He was walking over here to me, and a doe come by, and he had changed immediately. Went over and fight a tree. Forrest, hey. Looky there. Looky there, Forrest. Looky there. Come here. Come here, Forrest. Looky here. Looky there. Come here, Forrest. Come on, buddy. Come on over here. Come on over here, Forrest. Come on. Come on over here, Forrest. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come here. Come here, pal. Forrest has gone completely crazy. Now, we have moved, I think, 7 of the 9 does we had with Whitey. We moved over here because we're just not really sure at all if he is... Forrest, come here. Hey. Come here. Come on. Come on over here, boy. We're just not sure at all if Whitey is breeding. So we know that Forrest is. He's chasing everything around. He has just really been aggressive. I'm definitely not getting in the pen with him. No doubt about that. I would like to get him to come on over here and maybe eat a carrot. He shook his head no. He said, no, I don't want to. He's going to walk over a little bit. I'm surprised some of the does hadn't come over and eaten a carrot, but they haven't. So we'll see if we can get him over here or not. Come on, buddy. We haven't seen him actually breeding a doe, but by golly, he's chasing everything in there. He's even trying to get in some of the pens with the little does over there, the babies that are on that other side that we put back in to keep them from worrying about the coyotes and stuff. But he is just looking really, really good. Everybody's favorite Forrest, and you know, we will, once the rut's over, we were going to let him out of here, and he'll be out to where we can have him around the house and watch him over there. And you can see he's looking a little ragged too. He's really pretty good shape for as much running as he's done, because he is just absolutely paced these pens. He won't come over and eat any carrots. He put his eye on that doe over there. And I think some of the does that may have cycled, if Whitey didn't breed them, they should cycle again this month, and Forrest will probably get to breed those does. That's what we're kind of hoping. We'll see what happens once springtime gets here. We hope that we have all of our does have babies. We don't know if that's going to happen or not because of our situation with Whitey. And that's one reason we moved some of these over here with Forrest, is to hope that he would go ahead and get that done for us. And I think that he probably will. We'll see. I think that he probably will. I'll move this thing around. Pretty lousy camera work, I know that, guys and girls. Come on over here and have a carrot, boy. I've got a few more over here in the bag. I threw a lot of them over there to Whitey, and the does ate them, and I'm sure the does are going to eat these over here. He's smelling them, so he's coming over closer and closer all the time. But he's still staying out there quite a ways. Oh, he finally found a carrot. Come on over here, boy. Come on over here, pal. Come on. Come on. I am going to I know the camera's getting all unlevel and everything as I move it around. I'm gonna see if I can hold the carrot out. Maybe he'll come over here and eat out of my hands. He's eating a lot of carrots out of my hands. Here, come here, buddy. Come on. Come on over here. Come on. Come on over here, pal. Come on. Come on. Come on over here. Come on over here. Come on over here, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on over here. Come on, Forrest. Come on. Here. There you go. There you go. I don't have many left, so if you're going to come get them, you better come get them. Your does are getting them. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come on. I know that might not be level, but we have him come over here. Finally come over to the fence. Yeah, there you go. There's our boy. Looky there. Yeah. There's our boy. Now, I don't have too many left in here, pal. I'm sorry about that. But you can have all I got. Yes, you can. Yeah. Look at your antlers. They got dirt all over them. Oh, look at that big old carrot. Yeah, you can have all I have left. Yeah. You girls are eating all up there on the ground. I got my end of a sack right here. The end of the sack. Yes, that's the end of the sack. There you go, baby. How you doing? Are you enjoying it in there with the girls? Once this rut's over, I'm going to let you out. You're going to be ready to run around free. You got to take care of yourself, though, and keep those coyotes and bobcats and mountain lions and all that stuff away from you. That's my boy, yeah. Well, this is it. This is it. I'm at the end of the bag. Clear at the end of the bag. That's it, buddy. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah. That's my boy. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got, pretty boy. Look at him right there. He's special. He's got a beautiful, typical rack. He's going to make some beautiful babies. There's no doubt about that. And he's bred several deer here, so it should be really a good situation with Mr. Forrest.